Hey, it's the Honest Tarot Reader. So this one is, what is your future spouse going to be like? I don't know, anything that comes up with future spouse, because you guys know sometimes my titles don't match my readings, but future spouse question mark, that is what the reading is about. So and there are a few where I do give you guys some advice as well to help you best with your selection of a future spouse or just best in this journey. So there's that as well. So we have 5 piles here. Pick the one you're the most drawn to. Timestamps will be down below, as well as any information to book a personal reading with me. And if you like this reading, like, share, subscribe, comment down below, all that jazz. Alright, let's get started. Pile 1, your future husband. So, as always, sometimes I have to give this warning because I always get new people coming to this channel. But my channel name, The Honest Tarot Reader, I will give bad messages to people even if it's honest. Sorry, I'm drinking a bit of my water because my throat hurts. But, yeah, if I don't see anything nice, or if I see something bad, I will tell you something bad, because honestly, I'm sick of hearing bullshit stuff on the internet. I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just cruise through life as they are and get whatever they want. Sometimes you have to put in the work, and some people really do need that wake-up call. So if you pick this pile, I have a mix of bad and good messages for you. So just get ready. Keep your ears open. Listen. Take in the message. Don't be mad at me, okay? I feel like, as I was shuffling the cards, I'll tell you what I heard straight up. You're not going to get married until you change some things up. Or the person you are right now is not going to be the person that's going to have a successful marriage. You have to change up some things. If you do get married and you stay the same way that you are, it's just not going to be a happy one. And I'll tell you why. First of all, it has nothing to do with your looks. It has nothing to do with your looks. You are beautiful enough. You put yourself together. It has nothing to do with your femininity either. Maybe you're watching femininity coaches, femininity channels. That sounds so weird the way I said it because I said it too fast. Femininity. It has nothing to do with your femininity. You're perfect in that department. You're perfect, but that's not the thing that gets you wifed up, or that's not going to be the thing that gets you wifed up. You might think, oh, I have to cook and clean for my husband to get him to want me. It's not going to help you. Maybe it will get someone to want you, but for the wrong reasons and not want you for you. They might just want you because of what you can do for them, so you have to be careful. They might just want you because of an image that you represent, but not you for you. So don't try to play feminine housewife and think that will get you a perfect marriage, because sometimes it doesn't. Believe me, I come from a culture where women have to cook and have to clean and have to act all like feminine and domestic, and people still end up getting divorced or getting beat up by their husbands, or they still get miserable. It's not lovely. There's a bit more that you have to do to be married or have a lovely marriage. It's not about if you can cook or clean and if you can be feminine. There's more to it. So that's that. If you're wondering why you're not getting a man and you can do this for them and you're a high value woman and you're this and you're that, it's because they don't care about this. Everyone can do it. A man could even cook for himself and clean for himself too. Like, you're not that special if all you can do is cook and clean and act feminine. You know what I mean? So, that might have been hard to hear, but I'm telling it to you how it is. I feel like you might be a bit too needy emotionally as well, and you just need to clean that up a little bit and learn to value yourself, value your own advice, and value depending on yourself. I think perhaps maybe you feel like the best way to deal with your emotions is to have a support system, which is great, but you also need to be your own support system at times. So you do need to rely on yourself and value your own self before you value the advice of everybody else, which might sound a bit weird to some, and I don't even know if I agree with the statement I just said. I'm just channeling. I'm just saying whatever comes to mind, so this might just be specific to you in your life, but not to everybody else. I feel like you need to comfort yourself and keep yourself busy. Comforting yourself is coming through very strong. You need to be comfortable with something. You need to make yourself comfortable with your life circumstances, with what you wear, with what you do. You need to be comfortable on your own, maybe. There's something that you need to get comfortable with. And you have to be comfortable with it before you get married. You can't expect someone to come and make you suddenly feel comfortable with something, or fill up that void for you. You have to be fully independent, or like fully like comfortable with doing something that, I don't know what this is. I don't even know how to word it. You just need to be fully comfortable being independent. I feel like, yeah, there's just an issue here with, like, this sounds like someone that's very young or very naive, where you might depend a lot on people, or you might be too emotional, too crazy, too, like, in fantasy land, la la land, like, you complete my soul type of love, you're my soulmate, I need you or I'll die without you type of love, and that's just not healthy and not realistic. You need to learn to contain that fantasy, because it's not realistic. It's not. Look around you. Look at the people around you. Do they have that love? No, they don't. It's not realistic, and it will hurt you in the end. Don't act crazy. I feel like maybe you seek too much validation, and you need to relax. Yeah, I don't know. There's just like a lot of defense mechanisms here, or maybe you prod and you poke a lot to get the reaction that you want, to validate yourself or something. There's something wrong. Like, you're using relationships for the wrong thing, or you're getting married for the wrong thing. It feels like you're trying to get married to feel psychologically stable. Maybe you're emotionally and psychologically unstable, and the reason why you want to get married is to make yourself feel stable. Maybe you want to get married because you need everlasting love and everlasting validation and it's not realistic. It's not realistic, and you're going to be disappointed because sometimes that stuff fades away. Sometimes you go through hard moments, and it's like you're in the wrong direction. You're completely in the wrong direction. You're looking for something that someone can't even give you. How is a person supposed to know what makes you feel psychologically stable? That doesn't make any sense. Do you know what makes somebody else psychologically stable? You don't even know the person's entire life, and you don't need to know their entire life. This feels so toxic to me. This feels so toxic and needy to me. I don't like this. And, like, I'm sorry if someone is watching this and they feel like this is harsh or anything, but this needs to change. This isn't normal. It just feels too much. And this, because you're, like, depending on someone to feel stable psychologically, you could find yourself in a lot of problems when they suddenly decide they don't want to do that for you anymore. Like, things happen. It's just giving train wreck vibes. It really is. And I need you to clean that up. I need you to clean that up. You also might have issues walking away with some people because you get too attached. Or you carry too much attachment, so you can't fully let go of people, and that needs to change too. So here are the things that I need you to do so you could have a successful marriage. Okay, I'll break it down real quick. Don't be too needy. Don't be too emotional. Validate yourself. Learn to be comfortable on your own, with your own money, with your own skills, with your own emotional regulation. You need to learn to be comfortable with that. You need to learn to find peace in your life without a spouse. Okay? you need to learn to control the crazy feelings. Don't take it out on other people, and don't expect people to emotionally validate you. Your lover is not your therapist. Don't do that. Learn to regulate on your own, or at least depend on your friends, but sometimes your friends get sick of you too. Have you ever been friends with that person and all they do is complain, and they bring negativity to the table constantly? Nobody likes being around that person. That person is exhausting to deal with. I need you to learn to regulate on your own. Journal, make video diaries, write poems, whatever. Like, you need to balance your feelings. This isn't okay. This isn't normal. And I do feel like sometimes you do need to hide them. It's not normal to be emotional all the time, nor is it healthy. This isn't something that will help you survive either. When people were cavemen back in the day, they didn't survive being a caveman by being emotional and by having empathy and by feeling connection and professing their love. That's not how cavemen survived. That's not why you're here today. You're not here today because of love. You're here today because people did what they had to do. People were able to put their emotions and feelings aside to protect themselves, to take care of themselves. So, like, you're doing too much. And I know it might be coming from an innocent place, but it's like at a certain age, this isn't cute anymore, and people get sick of it. I also feel like you need to relax when it comes to being petty and defending yourself, because you're too sensitive or too emotional or too attuned to things. You might take too many things personally when they're not meant to be taken personally. You're taking things personally that don't need to be taken personally. Sometimes someone's in a bad mood. Sometimes they're in a bad mood and they're just being a bit dry because they just want to be by themselves. It's nothing personal to you, but you might overreact to that. Sometimes they're going through a week of stress because they're stressed out with school. Sometimes people need their space. Sometimes things happen. Like, it's like you're taking things way too personally and you're just attacking to try to fix it. Just wait. Just relax, be grounded. You can't, like, you have to be psychologically stable if you want a good relationship. This isn't normal. This is exhausting. I feel like once you learn to keep that baggage light, to not dump on people so much, to not attach your psychological well-being on people that much, and all that, it will be easier for you to just walk away from something toxic if there are signs that the person you're talking to is toxic or incompatible to you. You'll be able to drift away, and you might even be able to drift away before they start showing signs, just based off of intuition, because your intuition will be a lot clearer when you're not, dealing with all these intense emotions, and you're just mentally at peace, right? I feel like if you do get married, or once you clean up, or even if you don't clean up yourself, if you do get married, you'll meet this person through your mother or through their mother. Someone's mother will help you get this relationship. Now, for some of you, be careful, because some of you have mothers who don't have your best interest at heart, or some people, their mothers want like a maid for their sons, or for their daughters they want like an ATM machine or something. So just be careful about why this person's approaching you, or why they want to set you up with someone. There might be something in it for them, or they're thinking too much about the other person's benefit instead of yours. So just be wary of that. I do feel like when you do clean up, though, when you do figure yourself out, things will be lovely. You will have a lovely relationship, a lovely connection with someone that's super, super funny and super sweet. They like to treat you with chocolates and dessert a lot, and there's someone that's really affectionate. And I'm seeing someone with like brown hair. So there is that. That is that. I also feel like the type of spouse that you might get is someone that can be a bit cold or closed off. and they're just a bit avoidant. So that's why you have to prepare yourself, because the person that you may end up with is someone that's a bit distant, someone that doesn't like to be too emotionally coddled, too emotionally close, too emotionally smothered, and they like to take their space a lot. So you have to be prepared for that. This is someone that likes their space. Okay, that's it for this one. I know a lot of people aren't gonna like this reading, but I have to be real with y'all. Take it how you will. You don't have to believe in it. It's not the end of the world. You can always change. You can always change your life and get a different outcome. Like, it's okay, you know? And don't take this message way too harshly. This is just for entertainment purposes only, okay? Anyways, if you like this, like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is down below. Bye! Pile number 2, who is your future spouse? Now, some of you are going to hate this, some of you are not going to hate this, but I don't like to deliver these messages because I don't want people to be delusional, but your future spouse is going to be someone that you previously dated, so an ex, or someone that you're going to date soon and then break up with and then get back together with. Someone you're going to break up with. You are going to completely get over them, though. This might be someone you dated when you were super young. You're going to be completely over it, and you probably even forgot what they did to you at that point to make you so upset or to make you guys break up. This ex might be overly friendly when they return to your life, and you're just not... You're going to be nice about it because you're really not upset anymore. You've completely healed. You've completely gotten over it, but it was devastating to you when it happened, and then you just changed. You became a different person, you let go of it, you moved on. I feel like this person dumped you because maybe they were too stressed out about something that went on with their life, or they were going through something and they really needed to heal or get their mental health cleaned or something, or they needed to do something again, like go back to school, clean up their life, quit drugs, whatever. Like, this person needed to fix something again. Perhaps this person needed a rebound too when you guys were dating. They were just using you as a rebound to get over another ex that they had. This person... Honestly, you might think that they're an asshole, or they might think that of you. Like, you guys kind of probably hate each other right now. They might have acted like a jerk, and they really made you upset because they just wanted to hide how they feel or contain themselves or keep themselves together, because this person was falling apart. When you knew them, they were literally falling apart. And they just dipped. They're like, bye, see you, done with you, and guarding their heart. They were guarding their heart and guarding how they felt because they were going through a lot at the time. And their feelings were just too much, and they just wanted to hide. So that's your future spouse. I want you to be careful, though. Don't repeat the past, and don't let this person walk all over you. Have some boundaries. Of course, stay positive. Like, don't hold the past against someone, because they will bring it back to hurt you if they know that it still does hurt you. But, like, I don't know. Being with an ex just always sounds like a bad idea. So just, like, be careful. Make sure they can't hit those triggers anymore, or whatever happened in the past, just make sure it doesn't happen again. If this person cheated, do not take them back. Like, what are you doing, ma'am? They're gonna keep doing the same thing over and over again. What happened in the end, what broke you guys up, will continue happening. So you have to be careful. Unless this person went through, like, a massive change and it's been years, then okay. But if it's been, like, maybe 1 year, they're probably gonna do the same again. People stay consistent. I remember I took a psychology class, and the personality stays pretty much stable at the age of 7 till like the rest of your life. Unless you go through like significant trauma, then it changes. But people are who they are at the end of the day, and they can only keep up good behavior for so long. So, just be careful. Don't like try to pretend that this person changed and things are going to be different. Like, expect the worst is what I'm saying. So that way, if they do pull whatever shit they pulled with you again, you could be able to leave, or you have like an escape route to leave quickly and not hurt yourself again. They might feel like they contain this behavior. They might feel like that side of them is gone, but you never know, really. You never know. So just be careful. Guard yourself. Try to be as emotionally stable as possible. Don't try to depend on this person where they disappointed you in the past. And that way you can have a lovely relationships, but always secure yourself. Always secure yourself, secure your heart. If this person stole money from you, next time you get with them, don't give them none of your money. If this person cheated on you, don't expect them to be loyal. Like, don't do that. If this person's a slut, they will continue being a slut. A man slut, a woman slut, whatever. That's what's coming through. But just be careful. Don't expect things to change. People don't really change like that. They just kind of stay the same unless there's like a significant thing that happened in their life. And they'll only ever change for themselves, not for you. So there's that. It wasn't the greatest read, but someone out there needs to hear it. Someone out there needs to know. They need to be prepared. So, yeah. If you enjoyed this, like, share, subscribe, comment down below. And if you want, you can book a personal reading with me. And all my information is down below. Bye! Pile number 3. Who is your future spouse? I feel like this is someone that is super, super shy. Too shy to approach you because they've had a lot of past failed relationships, or they've just been rejected a lot in life. So they have a huge capacity to give love and nurturing and have a healthy relationship. They're just terrified of rejection. They're absolutely terrified of it, but they have a lot to give. Maybe this person is not the most attractive spouse in the world, so, just be careful of that. You might not find them the most attractive, but they'll be very loving and very sweet. I just feel like this person, they kind of have a bit of a victim mentality, so they'll be like, woe is me, my crush didn't look at me, what will I do? Like, they have a very hard time making the first move. They really lack the confidence in themselves to do that, and their way of making the first move is very subtle. So they might ask you, they might have gum one day and at school or at work, and they might offer you gum, or they might pay you a compliment, but they'd never ask you out because they're just way too shy. They don't want to cross the boundary. They don't want to risk it all. They don't want to go too far. So maybe they're the type to just say something small and leave, or say something small and dip, because they're just way too scared. They're the type to admire you from afar. I feel like if you want this relationship to go anywhere, you have to make the first move to get this person to want to like get them to ask you out. Like, you have to make it clear that you like them for them to ask you out, because they're way too shy. You are very beautiful. You are in a position of power. You're very sexy, very gorgeous, and this person's aware of it. That's why they're so shy. They're so intimidated to say anything or to talk to you. I do feel like they might text you a lot or engage on your social media a lot, especially Instagram. They might send you a lot of memes on Instagram and things like that to try to get a conversation going with you, but this person is just not forward at all. They're kind of a scaredy cat. They're quite the scaredy cat, actually. They want you to come to them. I don't know if you're okay with that or not, but that might just happen. And you might not even be aware that this person likes you. You just might be talking to them because you enjoy talking and you're chatty like that. But to them, they might take it as, oh my god, you're flirting with me. This person's heart just beats like crazy every time they see your notification on their phone. I feel like the relationship you guys will have together will be lovely. Lovely. They're so sweet, so nurturing. So I keep hearing bubblegum, bubblegum. I feel like bubblegum or chewing gum started this whole thing. I don't know why, but this is someone so sweet. They'll take you out to eat a lot. They love to feed you. They want you to eat a lot. They want you to eat good food. They like to take pictures of you eating. They'll pay for everything. This is a provider type. Ooh, we love a provider type man, girl. Anyway, they'll buy you a lot of dessert. They love perfume. They love your perfume. They'll buy you a lot of perfume. They're very protective, possessive, cuddly. This person's super cuddly. They need affection. They need it. They love it. They're like addicted to it. They won't let you leave bed in the morning. They won't let you leave to go to work without giving them a hug and a kiss. This is someone that will want to call you all the time, text you all the time, see you, just be near you. This is someone, they're just very sweet, very nurturing. If you have any emotional issue or any problem, they want to be there to hear you, listen to you, cry with you. They want to take you to travel the world. You just need to get them out of your shell. And they definitely think you're the most beautiful thing ever in this universe. And you're very hard to catch. Or at least to them, they feel like you're very hard to catch. So there is that. I feel like you can do a bit of both. I feel like it would really benefit you if you would do a bit of both. Being hard to catch, but also showing that you're interested would help you in this situation some way, somehow. If you're a woman, you know, you need to let the man be a man. You need to let the man ask you out on his own terms when he's ready. Do not ever ask a man out or I'll be so upset with you. But, you know, talk, engage, open the door and see if he takes the bait. That's the type of advice I would give to you. But overall, it's really, really sweet. And keep letting him chase after you. Don't let him think he ever caught you. Keep letting him chase after you. Anyways, that's all I have for you. Pile number 3. I hope you liked it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description. Bye! Pile number 4. Who's your future spouse? So your future spouse might be your next relationship, which is congratulations, very good thing. You might be focused on really cleaning your life up, getting it together, jumping through stress. Maybe you just finished like your undergrad or something really stressful, or you finally got a job and you finally have, you know, your life together, or you've completed very important like life milestones. You have the stress pretty much under wrap. Tears sucked dry is coming through. You're over the past, you're over hard situations, and you're just ready to celebrate your accomplishments in life and do your own thing. You've definitely cleaned up your life. You've put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get to where you are. Maybe you've become a doctor, maybe you got into med school. You're very accomplished and you're very comfortable with where you are in life. And you're not really listening to other people. You don't really care what other people have to say. You're kind of just doing your own thing. You love yourself. You're being silly. Even if people don't respect you, you're still having your own personality, putting it on display. You're not dimming your light for anyone around you. You're only concerned with yourself. And you're very self-aware as well, which is good. You're not acting like a stupid lunatic to bother people. You're very aware of yourself. You're very aware of what you're doing. You just don't really care about what other people have to say about your life and about who you are. You're focused on doing your own thing. And you know what? That's going to lead you to the best relationship ever. Your future spouse is going to celebrate every little small moment with you. They're going to buy you baked desserts constantly. They want to throw parties for you constantly. They want to take you to the beach constantly or to nature walks. They really like nature walks. And they really like making you happy. Maybe this person struggled a lot with their mental health in the past, and they're very focused on doing little things to make them happy. They might have taken antidepressants at one point in time, because that is coming through. But they make you really happy, and you make them really happy too. You make them laugh. They find you very endearing, very silly. They're very, very affectionate. They love to squish you. They love to squish you and just smother you and fill you up, touch you. Foreplay is coming in huge. This is someone with a very large sexual appetite, and they might be open to doing things you're not entirely open with right now, so just be wary of that. I don't want to get too much into that, but yeah, this person, they kind of need intimacy to feel loved, so be ready for that too. For them, intimacy is love, so, just be careful about that. But they do feel overwhelmed with love when they see you. They're very attached. This is someone very clingy. Very, very clingy. This is someone that they want to doodle for you, draw with you. They like arts. They like writing you poems or just telling you lovely things. This is someone that will do a lot for you and carry a lot of burdens for you. This is someone that will amplify your social life. For some reason, they want to take you out a lot, or they really like your friends. You might meet this person through friends or through their own friends. Friendship is a huge thing here. Mutual friends or mutual connections, or you might just have a really good friendship with this person. This person will be your best friend. You might both like The Simpsons. I've never watched The Simpsons. I don't care for it. It came out when I was way too young to even understand it or like it, so it's not for me, but you might both like that. This person might also slide up in the DMs. They might see you on Instagram, think you're cool, and want to meet you in person, so that as well. They really like when you take pictures of them. They really like when you take pictures of them. They don't really like taking pictures of you, but they would do it for you, but they prefer it when you take pictures of them. They think you're cool. They like eating with you out. They like taking you out to eat, but they also like your taste in food. They really like your taste in food. This person has a silly, petty side. They might be very serious when you meet them, very stoic, but once you get to their heart, they're really silly, crazy, and funny, and rebellious. They're really, really funny. I feel like you hold most of the power in this relationship, so always remember that, and don't let anyone take you for granted. I do feel like, I don't know, this person they find you super hot and sexy. They really like your butt. And they really like you sexually. This is very, very, very sexual. So always know that and use it to your advantage. I don't know, this person just really, really likes sex. It's coming through very, very strong. But they like who you are, too, at the same time. It's not just about sex. They like who you are. They like that you accept them for them. Maybe they're also very silly and quirky, and the two of you just work together. And, yeah, I keep seeing freaking people and things entering a hole. So, you do what you will with that information. But, yeah, this is a very sexual pile. I hope you enjoy this reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below, and if you want a personal reading with me, all my information is down below. Bye! Pile number 5, who's your future spouse? I need you to be careful because it seems like you like people with commitment issues or people that are very quick to leave and they don't get attached, or you might be this way. Maybe you have commitment issues. Be very, very careful and very, very picky when you choose your spouse, because this is the path. If you pick this pile, this is the path that you're going down. So I need you to change and clean up a bit and figure this out. But it's like you're going after people that just don't love you or don't like you, or they just tolerate you for who you are, what you can do for them, but they act sweet. They're like fake. They're really fake. Yeah, this person's so fake, and they're damaging. They're damaging to your soul. They're heartless. They're cruel. They might be abusive. So just be very careful who you fall in love with, because this is not okay. This is someone that will lie to you and dump you quickly for the next thing. This might be someone that is a bit narcissistic. So I really need you to don't let your feelings blind you, because you can get yourself in a lot of trouble when you date, and you probably have before. You've probably put yourself in a lot of situations where you're in love with someone who wouldn't even step over a puddle for you. And you need to be careful. And this is the type of person to lie about their past as well. They might lie and tell you they didn't do certain things, they never did drugs. This is kind of giving me like arranged marriage vibes, because I've seen this before in my culture where men will go date and be whores and do drugs and use girls for sex and enjoy life, and once their family wants them to get married, they'll arrange a marriage. I don't know why I said that weird. They'll arrange like marriages or meeting with other families, and then the guy will like cover up his past, and he'll say like, oh, I'm a good person, I follow the religion, I this, I that, I blah blah blah. Don't get scammed. Don't get scammed. This person knows what they're doing, and they're very smart. They're very smart, and they can lie to you for years. So be careful. And this is someone that will give you very small things to just please you temporarily and then dip and leave. They don't want to do too much. They don't want to bend over backwards. They just want to have their cake and eat it too. They don't want to give you much unless if it benefits them somehow. If it benefits them, then they will do it. If it doesn't benefit them, they won't do it for you. They're very private about their life, what they do. They're very sneaky. Again, they disappear a lot. This is someone very hot and cold. So I need you to be careful with who you date and what you do, and to be very, very perceptive of the people that you pick or the people that your parents pick. Like, this is the time where you have to gossip and ask around about this person. This is the time. Don't trust people this easily. Believe me, people will scam you at the drop of the hat if they feel like they can benefit something and being themselves won't get them where they want to get. Believe me. It's a harsh message. It's harsh, but it's true. Like, you see it around you, you know? And no one's an exception. No one's an exception. Either be smart and don't get played, or be stupid and get played. You really need to be careful about who you're going to spend your life with. Be proactive. Don't let your parents pick someone that's stupid and that will break your heart. Don't do that. And don't let yourself fall for the okie doke. Don't let yourself be scammed, be played. Like, I'm sure you've heard your friends' horror stories. Look at your own parents, how their lives are. Like, look around you, you know? Don't let yourself get scammed. See through their bullshit. If someone talks nice to you, for you what's important maybe is words, or if people say nice things to you, I need you to look past that and look at people's actions and see how they treat you. I need you to hold off a bit on those emotions. I don't want you getting emotionally attached really quickly to the point where you're blind. I need you to, hold off a bit. I feel like you're the type to fall in love with someone no matter what. You easily fall in love, whether you like it or not. It's like your superpower. So don't marry for love. Pick someone based on if they meet your needs, if they're a good person, and then fall in love later. fall in love later. You believe me, knowing you, knowing your energy, you'll be able to do it. You'll be fine in the end. You'll be in love in the end, but might as well fall in love with someone that actually treats you well instead of someone that will disappoint you. This person isn't even trying to hide the fact that they suck, or that they're crazy, or that they're dry, or they don't even care about you. They don't even try to hide it. But you're just eating it up because I don't know why. You're not seeing things clearly. I need you to develop some trust issues. You should have trust issues. Did you think cavemen who were trying to survive when there was nothing were able to survive by trusting the bear beside them, or trusting I don't even know, did dinosaurs exist at the time? No, you have to have trust issues. You have to be scared. You have to be able to detect threats. It's normal and it's healthy. It's healthy to think twice. It's healthy to doubt. It's healthy. Being too trustworthy will get you killed. Would you go give a hug to a polar bear? Polar bears are cute, but they're carnivores. They'll eat you. Like, they're deadly. I heard this saying somewhere where, like, if you see a polar bear in the distance, you're already gonna die. There's no point in running. Like, that's how it is. I need you to don't get too attached. Like, keep it down, and maybe you might get overly sexual, and you might encounter a lot of people that will date you for sex or use you for sex. I need you to tone it down. I need you to make sure this person works for the sex. I need you to keep it to yourself. You don't have to have a sexless relationship, but don't give yourself too early on, you know? Like, please, keep it to yourself. A lot of people will approach you only for sex, but they'll lie to you and tell you that they love you. And a lot of times, like in my culture, for example, sex before marriage is wrong and dating is wrong. So a lot of the time, people just get married to be able to have sex. And that's the truth. So you need to be careful. And in my culture and religion, because it's so toxic, some of it is so toxic, they have this thing called a husband's marital right, and apparently it's a husband's marital right to have himself sexually fulfilled, and you can't say no to your husband, which is really gross. Or the angels will curse you, or you're sinning if you say no to your husband in bed. So it's really gross. A lot of people will just marry you to have a sex slave, at least in my culture, so just be careful. Don't get yourself into that. I feel like you also might need to clean up your brand and your image just a little bit. The reason why you're probably not attracting people who love you for who you are and people that tolerate you is because they don't care for your image. They care for getting one thing out of you, which is probably sex or just status or something. You need to clean up your image slightly to make sure the right people come to you. You might want to fake and exaggerate something. Know how to manipulate people. People do it all the time, like, to get what they want. It's okay if you do it back. It's okay if you brand yourself in the best way possible. People don't need to know your flaws. People don't need to know your trauma. People don't need to know personal things because they'll use it against you. And if you respect yourself, you wouldn't talk badly about yourself in public. And if you respect yourself, you wouldn't portray yourself in a bad way. You're allowed to cover yourself up and clean up some things. People don't need to know your past. People don't need to know your sins. You can just pretend that it never happened. Men don't need to know that you're a virgin or not. They don't need to know that. You can just lie. Say you used a tampon. Say you used a toy. They don't need to know that. Maybe that's why you're struggling to get someone, because they just want you for one thing. Again, hold yourself off sexually. Don't let someone get it so easily from you. Make them work. Maybe you're the type to have sex on a first date, and that's why people stay with you, because they know they can get sex out of you. Listen, tell a guy, trust me, tell a guy you want to wait till marriage and see how fast they leave. Trust me on that. Tell him you want to wait till marriage and see how fast he leaves. He'll leave so quickly, because half the time that's all that they want. Even guys that want to wait till marriage might not even want to hear that. So just like postpone it. Maybe let them think that it's on the table, but don't give it to them. Make them work for it. And make them take you on vacation first. But don't give them none until they give you a wedding ring. Or until they pay all your bills. All your bills, girl. I feel like you also need to be good at leaving. Maybe there's some type of validation that you get from these relationships and you get hooked really easily. You need to be comfortable leaving. You can't be addicted to crumbs. That's not okay. I feel like you need to ask your mom for advice. Maybe advice related to sex or advice related to love. Or if your mom's love life is in shambles, watch what she did. Don't make the same mistakes. Yeah. That's all I got for you. And don't give too much. You're overdoing it and you're getting very little in return, and you're susceptible to getting people who want to be with you because of what you can do for them, not because they actually like you or for who you are, which is very harsh, but you need to hear it before you get married. I need to protect you. I need to protect you before you get married and waste your life with this person and have a baby with this person and be miserable. So that is the advice for you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is down below. Bye.